What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. As I'm sure you've seen from the title of this video, I'm here to make my case why the Springfield XDM Elite 3.8 inch, specifically the 3.8 inch, should be a duty pistol carried by law enforcement. Now, I'm not sponsored by Springfield, and this is not a promotion of any kind. I just have to get that out of the way. But those of you that have watched my 10mm videos know that I'm in love with this pistol, personally. It's one of my favorite guns, and I've put it through a lot of abuse. We're hard on the ones we love sometimes. This gun has honestly been through a ton of crap. We put everything we could find through this gun. Everything from low-end 40 caliber stuff, including 40 caliber, all the way up to really hot Underwood, and everything in between. We even put 357 SIG through this gun just to see if it would fire. Nothing has made this gun fail, as far as ammunition. Now, I do have to get something out of the way real quick about this firearm. This trigger in this firearm failed one time. The factory original trigger did break on me. It was after we ran a ton of different ammo for a bunch of different tests, and then finally one day just snapped. The trigger blade safety broke off the hinge, and that locked the gun up. So that was disappointing. However, it's kind of a fluke. It's a one-off thing in a way. I've heard other reports of this happening. However, I've never actually seen it on video or with my own eyes in any other form of it actually happening. I have a tendency to break guns, and weird things happen when guns and equipment get in my hand. I have a real tendency to bring out the bad and stuff sometimes when it comes to firearms. However, it was kind of something that spooked me about the gun. It's a reality. The trigger did break one time, so now that that's out of the way. So what are some of my reasons for wanting to make this a duty or law enforcement type of a pistol? First of all, comfort. This thing fits great in my hand, and I'm sure it fits a lot of other hands. This is the 15-round magazine inserted in here, and as you can see, I have a little bit of extra here at the bottom. Very big hands can fit this, and I have plenty of room for wraparound right here. Now let me change magazines. This is the 12-round magazine configuration. So my pinky does protrude just a little bit off the bottom. There's a slight bump there. And you can go even smaller. If you have smaller hands, you can change this if you want to. There's a way to take this plate off and put a different plate, and you can have an 11-round magazine. But the two standard magazines that come with this firearm are a 12-round and a 15-round. There are 3 different options for the base plate back here, so you do have to order or find specific 1, 2, or 3 numbered backstrap plates to make it fit perfectly along the back of the gun, so it fits nice and flush with whatever backstrap you're using. But standard magazine capacity 15 plus 1 for a total of 16 rounds in the 10mm. That's significant. But let me get back to comfort for 1 second. Something about this gun, it's just a natural fit to get what we call the master grip on a firearm. You want to be nice and high up in the backstrap, and as long as you do it, as long as you just grab the gun like normal, your hand naturally goes to that position, and you have no choice but to engage that backstrap safety. People complain about backstrap safeties, and they've actually knocked on Springfield plenty of times for their backstrap safety, but I can tell you right now, it's very easy to depress, and I have never failed to depress it. If your hand goes on this gun properly, I mean, at all pretty much, unless you're gonna grab it this low, which is not a proper grip at all, if you grip this gun, you get the backstrap safety. Now, some of you might say having a backstrap safety is a total no-go, and okay, maybe, but remember, 1911s have gone a long way, and they have backstrap safeties. So there is an option for this gun to come from the factory with a red dot mounted, but more importantly, the regular version, the non-red dot version, has an optics plate already cut into the firearm so that it can accept a wide range of optics. So unlike a lot of other firearms out there, you don't have to cut the rail. It's already ready to go. Let's face it, even if I don't use them, or some of you don't use them, red dots are a thing, especially in law enforcement. It can be a very good tool for them. I don't personally like them, but like I said, it's the thing, and a lot of law enforcement is going towards red dot. It's nice to have a gun that's ready for the red dot. Most importantly, shootability. This gun is super easy to shoot, and it's super accurate. So hand in hand, you can't have accuracy without shootability, in my opinion. The gun has to be able to work with you to get the groups that you want. But this gun right here is always right point of aim, point of impact where it's supposed to be, and it's easy to shoot. I tell people all the time, this gun is like a 9mm on plus P, which a lot of law enforcement uses plus P ammunition. However, having the short barrel here has never made this gun snappier. A lot of times people will say that shorter barrels equal snappier guns, and then I've heard shorter barrels equal less powder burn, so less of a snappy gun. I don't know what the truth is. I know though that this gun feels good in my hand. I've had the 4.5-inch version of this gun, and I don't recommend that gun based on the way it feels. It's like having this magazine permanently on the gun. So for concealed carry of any type, no, it's not a good choice in my opinion. The extra barrel length, the extra magazine length that you're stuck with, when you can just take this 3.8-inch and add this magazine if you like for the full size, or add this magazine if you like for the concealability size. We'll get back to concealability here in a second, but let's keep going with shootability and accuracy. So shootability and accuracy is very important. In law enforcement specifically, they have the duty to not harm the public. They have the duty to put the rounds where they need to go. Unfortunately, we see a lot of police videos out there where the rounds don't go where they need to go, or they don't take down the perpetrator or stop the threat as quickly as it needs to. 9mm seems to fail a lot. I'm not going to sit here and knock on 9mm, but I am going to say 10mm is no freaking joke. Now, if we want to keep ultimate reliability and we don't want to get too snappy or too boomy with ammunition, but we still want a good 10mm choice, law enforcement has the option, or anybody has the option, to use critical duty 10mm auto. This is a 175 grain flex tip bullet, and it works awesome in this gun, and it has great ballistic effects. If you want to kick it up just a little bit more, you can go to things like Hornady Custom in 10mm with 155 grain or 180 or even other projectiles. If your department really wants to take it up to the full potential of what this gun can do, your department could order this gun and order Underwood bonded jacketed hollow point 180 grain awesome Underwood ammo. This is gold dot. 1300 feet per second gold dot. No joke, but surprisingly easy to shoot. So if they have more effective rounds that are very accurately thrown out of a pistol that's easily carried, then I think that's a winner chicken dinner right there. As long as they can respond to that threat with effective fire that can put the threat down, that's better. Less rounds on target or at target is always better. Now, there would be extra training involved, of course, because we have to teach officers to use as little rounds as possible, conserve their ammunition, and only throw what they need at the threat. I think that's kind of where I'm going here a little bit, is that the 9mm is almost a waste when we have to mag dump constantly with duty guns. But if we do need to mag dump, we can still mag dump. My last point is concealability, and it also goes with another aspect of training. There's a lot of crossover things right here. So, this firearm as a duty pistol all day long with an extended magazine in it. 15 plus 1, so a total of 16 rounds in a pretty large frame gun here. I say large frame, but that's minus extra barrel length to get in the way. Now, when you're on duty, here's what you carry. When you're off duty, let's switch guns real quick to go to our concealed carry gun. Boom, we're done. No changing holsters, no actually changing guns, no clearing, unclearing, no anything. You have the round in the chamber that you always keep in the chamber, and you simply change out the magazine. Now we can conceal this gun very easily. I guess you might still change your holster, but the point is you don't have to change much. And it's always going to be a good thing when you don't have to transition to different guns in the middle of the day. You're always carrying the same gun. So those are just some of my reasons why I think that this should be a duty gun. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a police officer. I don't know. I've never carried a gun in the line of duty ever in my life. So do I know what I'm talking about as an expert? Absolutely not. This is just my opinion of some of the things that I've observed and my understanding of this gun particularly. Let me know in the comments what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Do you have anything to add? Anything I forgot, or anything I'm just completely flat out stupid about right now? I always look forward to your comments, as long as they're not crazy and nasty. You guys have good stuff you throw in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this video, and until we see you next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep shooting.